Well, y'all say it back. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Listen, I think I'm running on um E. I've decided that I'm not gonna drink a coffee in the evening. So y'all pray for me. Pray with me and for me. This trying to stop drinking coffee thing is not working for me. I think it's the devil. But I'm getting through it, y'all. I'm getting through it. Um, Again, y'all pray for this no coffee drinking thing that I got going on. So listen, tonight I got an awesome show for you. I have one of my favorite people on with me tonight. One of my favorite people with me tonight that is joining me right here. Let me just tell you, right? So Tammy had handed me a bunch of shirts, right? She was like, do whatever you want to do with them, give them away. I was like, give them away. One, two, three, four different shirts. No, I'm not giving them away. Never mind. I'm going to wear these. So tonight, when we did the in the behind the screen, we realized we're wearing the same shirt. So when y'all see it, it was not planned because literally just sat down to this chair about 5 minutes ago. So this is her brand, Worship Warrior. Listen, I need you guys to follow her on all social media outlets to get that. We want to send a shout out to my proud sponsor. Again, my proud sponsor is always Gillian and Co. They listen, they pay the cost to be the boss over here. If you're looking to do your taxes, contact Gillian and Co. at GillianandCo.com, as well as Sylvia Gillian Realtor. She is the realtor, y'all. She is the realtor extraordinaire. And again, we want to show some love for her tonight. Yes, yes, ma'ams and sirs. So I started this new thing, right? Where I want to give exposure to everyone that I know that are doing videos. And tonight I want to show a video to you. It is from a good friend of mine. I actually was there when they did the video. It is Adrian Wilson and it is Champion. So y'all sit back, relax, and enjoy Champion.
Keep pressing and feeling defeated. I've got a message for you. We are champions. We live victorious. More than conquerors. Through Christ who lives in us. Everybody help me sing. We live victorious. We're more than conquerors. More than conquerors. Through Christ who lives. Now this is a secret. Claim it. All things work. All things work. Come on, put your hands together. For my good. Say all things work. For my good. Put your hands together. Come on, let's take it back to the top. We're champions. Say it. We live. We're more than conquerors. Through Christ. We're champions. Say. We're more than conquerors. Through Christ. Remember, listen. All things work. That's Romans 8:28. Said all things work for my good. This is the war cry says. Oh, 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 somebody help me see, oh, yeah. Come on, say it again, every nation, oh. Now I want you to tell yourself, I'm a winner. Yeah, when you get up in the morning and you're facing situations you don't know how to face. Hey, I'm not worried about my struggles, and I'm not worried about tomorrow. Say, He gave me the victory in my hands and my voice, and I will praise Him right now. Come on, lift your hands and tell Him thank you for giving you strength, health, and life. Everybody see, oh, yeah, oh, clap your hands and see, oh, come on, it's a simple war cry, oh, everybody say, oh, now let's have church for a moment, say, I'm a winner. Clap your hands like this. Come on, say it. I'm a winner. Winners never quit. Winners never win. Listen, you gotta speak it over yourself. Pull out your phone and text somebody. Tell them the Lord called you a winner. You don't have to worry no more. You gotta see yourself in the future. Clap your hands and say it. You can make it. You can take it. Proclaim it for yourself. I'm a winner. Now let's take it home. Somebody say, oh, yeah. Say, oh, oh, oh. Now all of the world say, I'm a winner. Yeah.
Listen, so every time I watch that video, every time I watch the video, right? So let me just say this. Every time I watch it, I'm like, oh my God, because I was actually there when they did the video. So I was there when it was like, it just it throws back to like being there physically to watch the video. He invited me to be in the video, but y'all know I'm shy. So I was there for the making of the video, and I want to thank Adrian for all the love and support that he shows to me. Again, that's Adrian Wilson. You can find him on all social media outlets, as well as again, tomorrow's Friday. Support your local artists, support your independent artists. If you're looking to buy some music, y'all stop on by and download Adrian Wilson um, Champion. Again, it is a hot song. So without further ado, I want to bring Tammy up because guess what? Guess what? Tonight I'm bringing her right back at 7:45, and we're gonna do gospel karaoke. But now we want to talk about something she has going on and her tour. Without further ado, Tammy Renee.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Tammy, I love your accent.
It's kind of muddled.
Tammy, are you from Nashville?
Somebody, you don't know where I'm from.
You
I'm
from you
from
from
I'm from New York.
by way of Nashville?
For real, I'm from New York. So I moved to Florida 30 years ago, but I travel so much that I'm from everywhere, and my accent sounds like it.
I don't know why I thought I don't hear no Brooklyn, I don't hear no Staten Island, I don't hear
Mm-mm,
any of that.
it's gone.
Okay, wait, really. Listen, Francis said my girl, listen, let me tell you,
She is
but
my biggest fan.
come on, Francis, dig it.
Francis
Listen,
is in El Dorado, Illinois. It's a little tiny little town, and they love me. I was in Nashville. They drove 5 hours to come and see me in Nashville. Can you believe that? They're awesome people.
listen, I can't get nobody to drive 5 minutes to see me. You got people driving 5 hours, my God, today.
Come on, you know it.
Wait, I can't get nobody to drive from one block to the next. And yeah, people, come on, Francis, we love you. We
Yes,
want to listen. We want to show some love to Francis because if Francis is driving 5 hours to see you, um, that's love.
yes,
I can't get
ma'am.
I can't get these people to drive from around the corner like down the street.
She drug
Ooh,
her teenager with her and made him wait in the car at the hotel for 3 hours till I got there.
now
Mm-hmm.
that's love. That's
Mm-hmm.
love. That's love. So now I can stop saying that I know Tammy and she's from Nashville. Tammy's from New York. What part of New York?
Upstate. So, do you know where Albany is? It's about an hour
Albany.
north of Albany. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So guys, we have to stop saying that Tammy is from Nashville. I honestly thought because you sound so Tennessee till we thought that you was from Nashville. But you know what?
I've been in Florida longer than I've been in New York.
So you're Floridian.
I'm a Floridian.
Well,
We can say
Gerard,
that.
Gerard, Tammy has a deep Nashville, Tennessee accent by way of Tampa, by way of New York. So listen, I just want to listen. I just need to. And you posed the question. I hate to just dive into this. You posed the question on Facebook, and I really got into it because I think that I'm trying to learn as much about music as I can. And there's another side to not CHH, not choir, not quartet, not contemporary. there's another side of music. And we also forget about it. But I've also fell in love with it. Being around you and Tony, I have literally fell in love with in now again you said it's country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Country gospel. And
Yeah.
then what was the second one?
Southern gospel.
Southern gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what and I know there were a lot of different answers. What do you think is the difference between the Southern gospel and the country gospel?
Well, I personally think that there are way too many answers to these questions. As far as I'm concerned, gospel is gospel. Okay. Just like, you could have a pillow and it could be a firm pillow, a standard pillow, a soft pillow. Gospel's gospel. It could be country, inspirational, positive message, southern. It could be urban. It could be all of those things, contemporary. But as far as I'm concerned, I believe the difference between what they're considering country gospel and southern gospel is country gospel music. I believe they are more a story song, more about, look what's going on in my life and pray that God can fix it kind of songs, or he has fixed it. Southern gospel, I believe, is more, blood cross Jesus. It's more encouraging, hopeful, look what God did in my life kind of message, more about heaven and, you know, those kind of like what a day it'll be and all those kinds of songs. Uh, Southern gospel was really taken from African American uh, 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 tip of my tongue songs, but way back in the day, slavery hymns, okay? From that genre, from that era, I guess you could say. But then it progressed, and a lot of people think that Southern gospel is all about four-part quartets and harmonies and a lot of 95% men and that kind of thing. And it is in a way. I mean, there's the uh, if have you heard of Bill Bailey? Bill Bailey's a pastor and great
Yes.
and an awesome man of God. He has these humongous, huge winter jam festivals, and they bring in all kinds of Southern gospel groups, mainly men, mainly quartets and groups. But there's a whole nother side to Southern gospel music, and I want to explore that. You know,
So is that what? And I want to let everyone know as well that, and I was doing some research on the steel guitar and the steel guitar, and I know that the Church of God by Faith, the Church of the Living God, they claim it because they call it the sacred steel. But as I was doing the research, it actually started back from Southern gospel when they had the string guitars, which is we call the sacred steel. But
wow,
those were the guitars that were played in the Southern gospel. And I've been doing my research. See, I've been trying to figure it out. And I was like, wow. And now it is being played in the churches all across America. And we call it the sacred steel. And that is like the house of God. So the house of God have now made it where when you see the sacred steel come out and and they put a twang and a twist to it. And now when you hear it, you know that that's someone from the house of God. And so however, again, that comes all the way back from the Southern gospel. Same
yep,
thing with the quartets. You like you said, they're telling the story. Same thing with quartets. They're telling the story. So I think that the music is all the same. It's going down the same street. We're
yeah,
still speaking the same gospel. We're still praising the one God, one faith, one baptism. I just think
absolutely,
that the genre of music is just separated by the style.
yes,
That's
yeah,
just
the
my thing. It's just a
production
style
of
of
it,
music. Right.
yeah.
It just
Hmm.
I love country music, that's probably why I love because I just love your music because it just I love everybody say you I say I love country music. I listen Shania Twain. I love everybody.
Yep.
So it's a crossover. So and I know you have a project going on, and you have a project that you're doing, and if you don't mind, um, I'm going to show the video so that everyone can see the video of what you're doing. Now, and then I'll bring you back and you can explain it just a little more in
Sure.
depth. But I wanna just everybody, if you could bear with me just a few minutes, watch this video. I've watched it about 6 times, but I
It's
want you
funny.
guys to. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're funny.
Will you stop? Hey,
What?
you know what I want to hear?
What do you want to hear?
Some great Southern gospel music.
You do?
I do.
Well, I'm gonna be making a Southern gospel album.
Where?
We've been married for 32 years. What do you mean you don't know where? At Godsey Media Management in Nashville, Tennessee.
Awesome.
With Scott Godsey and Paul C. Cord. Some great Southern gospel music. Some that I wrote, some that I didn't. Isn't that going to be amazing?
That's going to be awesome.
You know how I know it's going to be awesome?
How do you know?
Because these guys told me it would. Take a listen to what some of my friends had to say about me making a new Southern gospel album just for you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa, and I want to talk to you today for just a couple of minutes about my very good friend, Tammy RENE. If you're watching this video, you know she's doing a Kickstarter program to help raise money to pay for a Southern Gospel, glory, hallelujah, my favorite kind of music album that's going to be recorded in Nashville. Now, some of you might think, well, it's just going to be a gospel record, so it shouldn't be that expensive. It should be cheap. No, that's not true. Everything that you record, especially in Nashville, is very expensive. But you know, when we're giving God stuff, we want to give him our best, and he deserves our best. And you deserve to hear the best product that she can possibly make. And if you will donate to this Kickstarter program, she's got all sorts of great and fabulous gifts to give you, different levels of sponsorship. You can get different things. She's even got a Martin guitar that you're going to get if you donate a certain amount. I mean, that's a great.
There's a song that I want to put on the album.
What song is it?
Everybody loves. 4 days late.
4 days late.
Sweet.
Everybody's asking for that one.
Everybody loves that
Now
song
you're going to be able to get it.
on the album. We don't know what the album's called yet.
No.
We don't even know what it'll look like. But we do know one thing. We're making it for you. Because we love you. And we want to do something special for you.
In Nashville, Tennessee, I have some pretty amazing news. We are recording a new album with Tammy RENE. That's right. Well, she's no stranger to social media, so I'm sure you've seen her posts. I'm sure she has told you about it. Well, we have some of the best musicians in the entire world that are going to record this album with her. We're picking out amazing songs. A couple of the singles are already recorded. You are going to love the message and the melodies in these songs. Tammy RENE is the type of person that doesn't just let songs wither on the vine. She doesn't just put them on a shelf, but rather she takes them to the world. That's what we're supposed to do with these gospel songs. Share them with the world. That's what she's going to do. I'm so excited to be in her corner. So excited to make some music with her. It's going to be a great album. You should support her too. Get in her corner. You know she's going to bring you along for the ride. She's going to tell you the story as she goes. But you want to get your hands on this album. It's coming out at the very beginning of the summer. As soon as she hits the road in June for her nationwide tour, don't miss this album. We're excited to be a part of it, and I hope you are too.
But Tammy, I met her in 2017, and let me tell you, folks, I can vouch for this woman. Her heart is for people, and it's for ministry. I've been with her numerous times in different churches, and I've been with her outside the church, and the woman is the same. I mean, she doesn't act one way in church and a complete opposite way outside of the church in private. The woman is what she says she is. She loves Jesus. She loves people. She wants to win as many people as she can for the kingdom of God. And if you will support my friend Tammy, you will not be disappointed in her project or in her as a person. So I just want to challenge each of you. Maybe you can't afford $100. Can you afford $5? You know, if you want to pay $5 for the next 20 paydays, that would be $100. If you just want to pay a one-time gift, she'll take that. I mean, she's not begging. She's giving you something in return, which is a great thing because a lot of people don't do that. But again, you don't know Tammy's heart. God knows it, and I think a lot of us have seen parts of it, and it's a great big heart, let me tell you. And she's a fine, fine woman of God. And I want to challenge you today to get behind my friend Tammy Renee and make a pledge, make a donation. I'm going to. Thank you.
Partnering with us, helping us get this music out. You're also helping us minister to these people.
Yeah. Music is so healing. It's healing, it's comforting, it brings joy. And that's all we want to do. We want to bring the best, and we want to give God our best in what we
Yes.
do.
He's always first.
And sometimes giving our best isn't the easy way out. And sometimes giving our best isn't inexpensive. But we want to give God our best, and we want to give you our best. And that's why we're asking that you partner with us in financially to help us create a great, great album. And listen, if you're a business, we're looking at business sponsors for the album as well. Things that we can do for you for financial support. So if you're a business, please reach out to us. And if you're not a business, please reach out to us and help us create this glorious Southern gospel, fun-filled, joyful album. And I just want to say thank you for loving me, and thank you for supporting our ministry, and thank you for praying for us while we're out on the road, and thank you for helping us to get you the best that we have to offer.
Thank you.
Listen, I just wanna employ everyone that if you can't do 100, can't do 20, if everybody that we know and everybody that we've connected to do $2, we can hit the goal. Now, as you saw, that she has a goal of $10,000 and she's halfway there. We're not here to beg, we're just here to talk about what's going on. So explain to me about Kickstart. I know that if you do not get the entire amount, what happens?
Right. So if we don't get the entire amount of the goal, then we don't get anything. So the people go on and they pledge a certain amount of money. If they make a pledge today, I don't believe it charges their cards or anything until the campaign is over. So in 17 days. So maybe you're strapped today, but you know that you get paid on Friday. You can make a pledge today, and then when it ends the campaign, it'll come out. If we don't meet our goal, though, nobody gets charged, but we don't get anything. Kickstarter also allows us to give rewards for pledges. So it's not like you're giving away money for nothing. You're giving away, you're helping us to support a ministry and to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ to everyone we come in contact with, but you're also getting something in return. You're getting anything from, the new CD, t-shirts, trips to the studio, video from the studio. I mean, there's a lot of things. If they go on there and look, there's a ton of different unique things that we've come up with to give to people for their pledge. So we're just praying, and we know that God is in control of this whole entire thing. And we also believe that God would not have dropped this in our spirit or allowed us to get this far to not finish it. So we're just praying that God moves on people's hearts to pray about what they can do and how they can help.
Okay, and guys, again, if you're under the sound of my voice on the live and on the replay, do me a favor. Listen, she asked 5,000 of her friends to give $1. 5,000 of her friends, 250 of her friends, 2,050 to give $2. Tammy comes, Tammy supports, Tammy, she sings, she does things, and this is why you always see me wearing her paraphernalia, her shirts, because she supports me and I support her. she has full access to me. Tammy can call me and pick my brain whenever she wants. And trust me, she don't use that lightly. She says, "I know I'm bothering you. No, Tammy, this is why I'm here." So, and I love her for that. Also, she has a tour coming up. Now, let's talk about the tour. Um, Quite a few dates that are coming up that you will be able to see Tammy in tour. Listen, are you playing God is in the, singing God is in the house?
I am at every one of them.
Oh Lord, y'all just don't understand. So
I
listen,
can't
what
I can't leave a church without singing it. I could be
listen.
completely done with a concert and they could be yelling from the pews, God is in the house. I gotta do it.
So when I first met Tammy, we were at the Tampa Bay Gospel Awards several years back, and she came on stage, and I'm like, "What this little lady finna sing?" You know, I'm like, when she grabbed that mic, and I'm still looking at her like, "What she finna say?" And when she opened up her mouth, the church went up. The church went up. She started singing, God is in the house. Everybody shout, Amen. Everybody was, Amen. God is in the. And I'm telling you, I immediately went over there and said, let me get a CD. And I played that CD all the way back from Tampa to Fort Lauderdale. I really thought at some point, I, I just was like, oh my God, I love this song. And I have loved that song since then. And that's why I'm like, are you going to sing God is in the house? So every time I
Yeah.
see you, I say, you going to sing God is in the house? So
I
that is
gotta
one of my
tell you,
favorite songs.
I was so honored. I mean, truly, I cried all the way home that night. I was so honored that, I mean, there had to be, I don't even know, 700 people maybe there. I mean, the place was packed out, right? And when I was done singing that song and the band just hopped on it and the people started singing my song, and I was just in tears on my way home because I was so honored that people would do that for me. You know what I'm saying? Whoo, that's my sister. My sister's in the room. My
So
other
listen, I'm telling you, when you suck, here it is, right? You see someone walk on the stage, and you don't tell me you about this tall like me, and I'm like, what's she finna say, child? What you finna say? And mind you, you at the Tampa Bay Gospel Award. Everything have hit the stage. We've had choirs, we've had quartet, we've had everything. And you walk on the stage just as both. And when you open up your mouth and started belting that song out, it tore the church out.
it
I
did.
said, let me get one of them CDs, man. Come on, how much some CDs is? Let me get one.
Oh,
Let me get one. And I said, let me get my selfie too. And and that's when you know that genuinely everyone was in love with Tammy Renee, because that was the immediate crossover to you walked into a room, and let's just keep it real. You walked into a room of, it had to be, I'm gonna say it was wall to wall people in that church. Can't do it today like you did that day, because I won't even come if it's that packed. From the balcony all the way around, it was the standing room only. Even in the lobby, even in the back, it had to be over 1,000 people in that
yeah.
church.
Hmm.
And you went in there and you said, "Here I go, Tammy Renee." And we all say you was a country singer. You say you was Southern gospel. But either way it was, you went into this concert and in front of I'm keeping it real, all these African American people.
I
And we're
think
looking
I was the
like,
only white person in the room. 1,000 people.
yeah,
I still felt like a sore thumb. I mean, for real. Let's just keep it real.
yeah. So I'm like, we looking at you like, what's she gonna say? You know, I was looking like the room got quiet. It was like, they introduced to Tammy Renee, and you walk on the stage, and we're all looking like, what's she gonna say? And when you belted the first note out, that was it. It was it. Everybody was on their feet. It was it. Right then and there. That's the crossover. That's
Oh,
when you gave it all you got and left it on the floor, and you crossed over to now everybody's expecting you to sing God is in the house. We love your Christmas song. Truly, I do. I love your Christmas song. I love
thank
everything
you.
you got. I love every song you sent me. But God is in the house will forever be my favorite. I'm
You
sorry.
know what? You know what, though? I do that. I give it that much. everywhere I go, no matter what song I'm singing. I don't, there could be 10 people in the room, and I'm gonna give it as much as I gave it if there's 1,000 people in the room, and I give everything I have because that's my heart. It's my heart.
Tammy, you ain't make me cry. You gonna get on my
I got
life.
to tell you something. There's a song going on the brand new album that we're fixing to do, and I sang it for some event we had up in Tampa. Maybe I don't even remember, but it's called 4 Days Late. And that song was my sister's favorite song in the whole world. And I sang that song, and I had a rough recording of it. And they played that song through the phone to my sister when she was on a ventilator with COVID in New York when she passed away to that song. And that song is going on that album. And that song means so much. Every church I've ever sang at, every church, and I sing at hundreds a year, after every single concert, somebody will ask me, what album has that song on it? And I've never had it recorded until this brand new album coming out. And I think that it will just bless people and touch people. And I'm just so passionate about doing this album, if only for that one song, to be able to touch somebody's heart.
And we guys, we really need. I'm soliciting your help. She's not begging you. I'm begging you. I need everyone under the sound of my voice on the live and the repay. Listen, we have about 17 more days to raise $5,000 so that we can get this album out. Um, I'm excited for it. She's brought me on to help her. She knows that I'm passionate about what I do, and I have been studying. Tammy, and I said it is a task for me. And I believe in keeping it real because most of the radio stations that I deal with are urban. So now I'm building relationships in the country and the Southern gospel region of introducing myself. And I told someone, I said, it's such a blessing that I met Tammy and Tony because now I have to open myself up to a whole new arena of music and a whole new arena of people. So now these people know me. It's like, it was all, okay, let's go over here to Hot 105 and let's go to this. But now we're over here at another arena so that we can make sure that your music is played everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to thank you so much for entrusting me to be a part of what you're doing. Thank you so much for coming on tonight, hanging
I
out with
wouldn't
me.
ask anybody else. I wouldn't ask anybody else. I mean, I have to tell you, you give me all of you. You know what I mean? When you don't do anything halfway, you know? And if you can't do it, you're going to tell me you can't do it. But when you say you can, you do, and you help artists like nobody's business. And you sacrifice so much for us. I'm crying.
Don't cry, Tammy. Just keep praying for me as I pray. Listen, pray for me as I pray with you so that we can make it together. Because trust me, I want the world to know Tammy Renee. I don't want it just to be. Now, you said Fenton. I'm like, this girl can't be from
I
New
said
York saying
what?
Fenton. Fenton. I'm Fenton. I'm like, I'm
I'm
Fenton.
Fender.
I said, what is Fenton?
Because I was going to say so.
Because wait a minute, because you got to be a Floridian. You say Fender. I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't no
Well,
New
what is
York
that?
slang. That's Florida.
Okay, I was going
That's
to say
Florida.
because I'm really black inside. Wait, did I say that with my inside voice?
Tammy, we love you over here.
Oh, I'm just saying.
You can come to the picnic.
So listen, I just wanted to tell you too about this tour we was talking about.
Oh yeah, go tell me about the tour. Tell me about the tour because I got to see when you're in my area. Hold on.
So
Let me
we
put it
leave
back up.
Well, I sing all year long, and I'm trying to get more dates in Florida, But as far as our big tour, we start April 1st, and I'm booked the whole month of April. You can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. But then May and June's a little light because I got to get ready to go. But July, I leave Florida and I don't get back. This says October, but now it's into November. So I'll leave in July. I'll be straight out until November when I get back. And So we have a ton of stuff that's not on this particular flyer because we booked a whole bunch more in the last week. So we just go out and we I gotta tell you, we go to so many churches and so many venues. Wherever God will open a door, that's where we're gonna go. We never charge. I mean, get this. We travel thousands of miles in our own vehicle. We have to buy food and gas. We never charge. We go for offering. Now, you know just well as I do, sometimes love is good. Sometimes love ain't so good. But we know that God's going to provide. And we have to have the faith to know that. How could I get on a platform and tell people God's going to provide if I tell a church I can't come for less than $5,000? You know what I'm saying? I can't hear you.
Preaching right there.
Oh, there you go.
You preaching right there.
I can
you
do it.
preaching right there.
God told me to go. He didn't say go charge $5,000 or $1,000 or $500. He said go, and I'm gonna make a way. And we've been doing this now, this big tour every year for the last 5 years, and this year is the biggest yet. But God told me in October, Tammy, 2022 is fitting to be the best year you have ever had. And I receive it. I receive it. And I receive that for you. I really do. But it's going to be good. I just know it. I could feel it in my bones. It's going to be good.
Well, I'm excited for you. I got to see how I can get you on some platforms, at some of these award shows, because I need them to hear God is in the house. I
Yes,
need
ma'am.
everybody. I got to make some phone calls so I can get you up to Atlanta to some of these award shows so they can get the experience I got when you walked on stage and we was like, and then you just you blew our cap back and shook a whole church. I need them to understand what you bring to the table. And again, we're going to work hard to make sure that your gift makes room for you with the streams and the sales and everything, and make sure you can go over to Waffle House and order off the $10 menu and not the $5 menu while you're
I
traveling.
go to Denny's. I get a senior
Oh,
discount.
girl, listen, me too. I go to Denny's too, and I tell them I'm 55, so I get that $4 meal. Baby, listen,
I
go
like
to
that
IHOP
2
and-
for $6.8 menu.
You better tell them. Listen, and I go to IHOP and I say I want to order. I say I'm 55. They like, I say, man, I don't have my ID. Just go ahead and give me this $8 meal for this two for my IHOP. I'm 55. Yeah, I tell people that it's okay. It's a little white
We
lie.
eat peanut butter jelly.
You better know it. You better know it. Anybody under the sound of my voice, they know that when I travel, I stop. When I get my rental car, I pick up my rental car, then I go to the grocery store. Peanut butter jelly and a loaf of bread, baby, and some water. And I make it through. They be saying, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? No, I'm going to let your room and rest. I have my little plastic knife.
Yep.
I eat my peanut butter and jelly.
You got to do
if I need some energy, I get me an almond joy. And I go to sleep. Wake up tomorrow morning, get me some Dunkin' Donuts and start
Dunkin' Donuts. I need Dunkin' Donuts to sponsor Tammy Renee music.
They need to sponsor me. Then on top of that, now I've learned to carry my packets of oatmeal with me so I can make my oatmeal in a cup. Hey, in the microwave in the morning. So, so I have it all planned out when I'm traveling. But listen, Tammy, I just want to thank you so much for coming on. I know you're going to be back in 15 minutes. Listen, back to Kickstart. We need you guys. Please, please, please. We're going to be sharing. Listen, Francis, you have no clue who I am. You better tell them. I am the Dunkin'.
Yes.
Listen.
Yeah. I don't go nowhere without Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And when I went to El Dorado, Illinois, where Francis lived, they lived 2 hours from a Dunkin' Donuts. And Tammy got in her truck one day. I was going to find me a Dunkin' Donuts.
I just don't travel nowhere where there's no Dunkin'. And the first thing that I do is whenever they're booking a trip and I check the itinerary, I check and I see how far the Dunkin' is. If their Dunkin's more than 30 to 40 minutes, I won't go, period. I'm just sorry, I won't travel. They're like, when I went to Chicago and they were like, oh, well, there's a Dunkin' about it. I said, if there's no Dunkin' within a certain mile, I would not go. And it's not that. I think that my body's so used to Dunkin' Donuts that it shuts down. And then when it doesn't shut down, It's not. They said it was. My doctor said it was mental. It's not mental. My body literally shuts down to where I'll just go to sleep, and then my attitude. I'm not the same person without that good coffee. So I'm not a morning person until I get that. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
ready to go. I'm a
Yep.
comedian. I'm everything. So Dunkin' Donuts need to sponsor both of us because
Yes.
you see
Even
my
when I
videos by
travel
Dunkin'.
now, I go and I bought the little $5 coffee pot and a Dunkin' Donuts coffee because in El Dorado, Illinois, you know, they ain't got, like she says, it's in your blood. it's in our blood.
Listen, honey, I gotta have it every
Mhm.
day.
But
And
I
I
would
don't go
love you to
nowhere.
get me on some of those big stages and those award shows and those platforms. They'd be phenomenal.
I'm gonna matter of fact, I'm gonna work on that because I need you to come to a couple of these award shows that I go to, and I would love to do that. So again, listen, I'm Francis. I want to thank you so much for joining on. It is a blessing when you have your biggest fan
Look
on
at all
tonight.
these
I want to thank
people.
you.
Amy is in. Amy is my sister who just passed away. That's her best friend, Amy. And Michelle Alligator Lapter, that's my other sister. That's
Well,
my
we want
other
to thank Sarah
Sarah. Oh,
Collins.
Sarah's a friend of mine. She's an artist. She's in Ohio. You could she's her and her husband do ministry. They travel around like me and Tony and yep.
Well, Sarah, give me a call because I love music. Sarah, I
Yeah.
love gospel music, and I'm learning country and southern gospel. God bless me. Thank you, Jesus. Listen, guys, I want to invite you guys back. Amy, Francis, Michelle, everybody. In about 15 minutes, I'm coming. About 7:45, I'm coming right back right here. We're going to do a thing called gospel karaoke. It's going to be Tammy and Tony Walker, and they're going to. Hey, listen, I'm not going to tell because they listen. If you haven't watched the show, then you won't know. But I need you guys to come right back. I need you guys to do me another favor on this platform. Support Tammy. I'm urging everybody under the sound of my voice on the live and the replay to do me a favor. I need you guys to pledge $2. Now listen, if y'all want to send 20, y'all send them $20. If you want to send 50, send the 50. You want to send 100, send 100. But you know what? It's easy to say, take them 8 quarters and send it to Tammy so we can make the goal. She has 17 more days, and we need to make the goal so that we can help her get this album out and keep her on the road. Because listen, Tammy is a lover of God, a lover of people, and we have to support her. So real quick, Tammy, is there anything you want to say before you leave?
Oh, I just want to say thank you for having me. Thank you for loving my music and telling everybody about me. And thank you for all those people out there who are going to support our ministry and our album. And I'm going to stick a link in the Facebook Live comment section where they can go to the Kickstarter. Or yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, listen, I need all you guys to come right back. It's going to end. It's going to start over again at 7:45. I need you guys to come back. We're doing gospel karaoke right here on Keeping It Real in the Gospel. Thank you, Tammy. I love you.
Thank you so much. We'll see you in a few minutes.
See you soon. So listen, guys, I just want to tell you that I truly, 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 I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I'm getting ready to get out of here, but listen, I have this song, right? And it's like my favorite song. And it's done by Zion Sons of Pahokee. And I'm trying to make sure I still have it. Before I let you guys go, I really want you to hear this song. And again, I'll see you guys in a few minutes on Gospel Karaoke. But again, this is a song that ministers to me. And it is the Zion Sons of Pahokee. And I hope you guys enjoy. Don't feel it coming. Don't feel with praise.